Their gossiping has turned you into a champion. Now they are in shambles. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. They thought 2025 you gave them hell. 2026 you finna give them pure hell. Cause all through the years, especially this year, people been talking about you straight up decades, hours. For most of you, they've been gossiping about you since you was a kid. Now fast forward to 2025. They still worrying about you. But look what they at. And look where you at. So it made perfect sense. Their life is nothing compared to your life. Most of you been traveling, working, building up your lifestyle, helping people, working out, reading, gaining more knowledge, starting a business. You name it. But what did they do with their life? Most of them didn't do nothing but sit and criticize people's lives. Excuse me. Judging people's situations that could have crushed them. But your situation turned you into a winner. The situation that you in or was in ended up motivating you. But that with them, it would have crushed them to pieces. Everybody can't handle that lifestyle. And this is why these creatures of the night was competing with you. This is why they can't stop talking about you or couldn't stop. They denied it, but guess what? They want to be like you when they grow up. You are their role model. Wherever you like it or not, these creatures of the night look up to you. But they have a life, don't they? But this gonna sound real terrible. They ain't got no life. Cause all their life, they've been studying you, watching you, criticizing you, trying to make your life a living freaking hell. But they don't make their own life a living hell. They go to bed constantly worrying about you, constantly praying on your downfall, going to bed with that anger in their heart, going to bed with that stress on their mind, and it's literally skinning them up alive as we speak. It's turning them up right now. When I say they in shambles, they over there with a broken heart, a broken spirit, because they want to see you down. But the way your life is set up, and the way the man upstairs got his hands all over you, they found out the hard way. You wasn't the uno, which means you wasn't the one to be played with. They are finding out the hard way. You wasn't the uno to F with. And now they are recognizing that you are the real deal. And you ain't had to open up your mouth and say this. I'm real. I'm the real deal. Haven't you noticed? The ones that do all of this, they ain't real. But the ones that go out there and put in the work, it's the realest. And you, my friend, you the realest. Because you ain't had to go out there and broadcast nothing. You ain't had to compete with nobody. You ain't had to go on social media and try to get people to turn on an individual. All because this person is minding their own freaking business. Because this person is happy with his or her life. But they not. They want to be in your life. They obsessed with you. So all that gossiping didn't work. They see you becoming a champion, a winner, a survivor. Now they want to be in your life. But you had cut ties with these folks. You cut her clean off. In 2026, it's going to be that way still. Because ain't nothing going to change. And I don't care who they are. You have taught them a valuable lesson. People gotta look both ways before they cross you. Because these individuals, they end up crossing you. But now they got a heavy price to pay. Consequences. Spiritual consequences. They can't sleep at night. They miss your voice. They miss the way you used to be there for them, but they did something stupid. Their jealousy, their stupidity, they mentally unstable minds. Don't mess that up for them. That's why I say they in shambles right now. In the house finna go Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs crazy. And if you got a platform or some type of social media, they are watching. For morning, noon, night. They got their little cartoon pen and their little notebook, writing down what you saying. Trying to duplicate everything that you doing. But they can watch. They can write it down. They can laugh and mark. And it still ain't gonna work. Because the work you put in was authentic. You ain't had to fake it to make it. You went from this struggle to this struggle to this struggle. Conquering this battle. Conquering this demon. From new levels to new devils. Betrayal. Heartaches. Being laughed at, talked about. Bullied, picked at, lied on. Even losing people. And by losing people, I mean losing people that are no longer here with you. You went through it all. The trenches. You understand? But what they don't understand, what they don't understand is the struggle is real. And that's what built you to be a champion. They see you with the trophy. But they want it. But they can never stand close to you. They can never be on your level. Never. That's why they over there running off at the mouth. Their mouth is going like the Pac-Man. All day long. Like a fish. That's all they doing. So while they over there doing all this, like the Pac-Man, you over there minding your own business. And people are starting to look at them like they a fool. Because they are a fool. And they probably saying to them, why is you keep on worrying about her? Why is you keep on worrying about him? They don't even know you exist. You're a cartoon character to them. It's like they can competing with somebody that don't even know them. It's like a fan that's obsessed with a rapper or a singer or an actor. And that celebrity don't even know they exist. They literally obsessed with y'all. And they want to have easy access to you. But you shut that down real quick. When I say real quick, I mean real quick. Y'all put that Rough Riders on them. You had laid down the law with them. You shut it down, open up shop on these folks. And that's something they couldn't handle. Even if you knew them or not. You told them what they needed to hear. You had set out boundaries. You told them to their face, not through a text. You said it to them in the flesh, eyeballs to eyeballs, and they still try to make your life a living hell. They want to get you to snap, fight, and make you lose your life behind bars, or make it seem like you was the evil's SOB. But now everybody's starting to see that they are the evil SOB. Because their life, I hate to say it, but their life is completely over. Because when they put their lips on you, trying to lie on you, trying to ruin your reputation by doing this. And the power of the tongue is so real. So when they put their mouth on you, it only turns you into a winner, a champion. This is why people need to be very careful of who they talk about. Because one day, that person that they laughed at or talked about is doing better than them. This is why they watching you. This is why they stalking you. Gang stalking. Going crazy behind the phone. Cussing at the phone because they see a picture of you happy, smiling, or better yet, in a relationship. Your ex is jealous. Well, they should have thought about all of that before they did what they did. Then they had to go around saying, girl, don't date him. Yo, bro, don't date her. Well, relationship or not, you still winning. You still minding your business. When they say misery loves company, they wasn't lying. These people want everybody to hate you. But people with a brain is realizing, hold up. That person ain't did nothing to me. Why do I need to hate them for? Once again, mentally challenged. Mentally unstable. They want to make you feel like a piece of you know what. But they are the piece of you know what. They in shambles, they breaking down, crying up a storm. They crying so hard their eyeballs is bleeding when they cry. When they talk about you, people's ears stand up. And the same ones that listen and accept that garbage ain't nothing but big-headed, big ear, monkey little bastards. When people talk about you, people listen. But when people talk about them, nobody don't give a you know what. Because they ain't about nothing. But you got it going on. Miss, mister, you got it all the way going on. And if you didn't, they won't be worrying about you. So just pop your collar and get that dirt off your shoulders. Because you already know what time it is. These people, not only they are gossiping, but they admire you from a distance, behind fake accounts. They are secretly want to be like you. You are a star and they still in the dark. So that tells you you did more work than they did. While they watch, you improve. Self-improvement. While they talk, you work and put into action. Because remember, faith without works is dead. So while they talk about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you went out there and did it. And that right there embarrassed them. So while this secret little competition it's over. Because, like I said, they don't exist. You don't think about them. They're thinking about you. Part of that is Karama. And she can't be a bitch. Because what they put out there reverses. Once again, be careful of the energy you put out there. They'll turn you into a champion. No, I'll take that back. You turned yourself into a champion. They thought when they talked about you, you were going to give up. It has made you more resilient, smaller. That's why they in shambles. That's why they're crying up a storm. Oh, dear God. Now they on their ashy kneebows, ashy kneecaps, looking at the ceiling or the sky. They want you to come back. You ain't coming back. They have to see you flourishing. They're literally begging on the ashy kneecaps, praying, where they can pray all they want to, because they should have had took it seriously, and they shouldn't have done what they had done. Let me tell you, life has a way of humbling people. Life has a way of turning things around. See, back then they had it going on. Now, you got it going on. And now they want to know how did you do it. They want to know the ingredients, the recipe. Don't tell them nothing. Let them sit there and suffer. Because while they were gossiping about you, they had their little audience with their ears up like a bunch of monkeys, listening. But guess what? You shut all of them down. Even the ones that accepted the rumors, they gotta pay too. The ones that turned their back on you, they gotta pay too. These people want to be in your shoes. They can't go through what you had went through. It would have crushed them into pieces. But it only made you stronger. And that's right there, they can't copy your resilience. As a matter of fact, they tried. That's why they over there crying. That's why they over there finna have a doggone, I don't want to wish nothing, but they over there finna have a mental breakdown. Because you all they think about. They worrying about you. Every day is you. But every day to you is success and greatness. Paying for your champagne. Because it ain't easy being different. It ain't easy being a chosen one. When you stand out, it's not easy. But guess what? It's worth it. It's totally worth it, dude. And not everybody can do that. They tried it, but now look at them. Crying. The ones that talked about you and gossip, crying like little babies. When they cry, their eyes get puffy. Not only when they cry, their eyes bleed when they cry. Now they want somebody to babysit them. You ain't finna babysit nobody. So let Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Leo, and all them. Let them cry in their little adult diapers. You got work to do. So let them sit, stare, watch, and get mad. And throw a temper tantrum. You continue to get better and better and more better. While they over there being in shambles and crying. We got this. 2026. Y'all know what the deal is. We ain't gonna stop till we get to the top. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video. God bless you all. Y'all be safe and make sure your health and your mental health is in check. That's all, folks, and I'm out of here.